What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the huge day for the Ottawa Senators. As many of you know, Rihanna was spotted wearing an Ottawa Senators jersey in LA. I tweeted the picture. Pretty big goings on, but that's not even the biggest tidbit for the Ottawa Senators. As Erik Karlsson was skating today for the first time, I think less than 2 months after he ruptured his Achilles. So he's ahead of schedule. Not to put too much pressure on him, but there's 10 games left in the regular season, 20 days. I think the season's 27th. Or 28th of April, so we'll see how that works out. But if they can get Karlsson back to jumpstart that power play, they're playing great. They've lost 4 straight, mind you, but they've overachieved. Sens, Spezza, Karlsson, Halak, a bunch of guys. They went out, they got Conacher. They're gonna have, Zibanejad. Those guys have all played heavy minutes and played very well at times. But if Karlsson come back, the dynamic of that team changes, completely, especially on the power play, where he's a deadly weapon. I'm curious to see how far along Spezza is. I'm hearing rumors he's going to be shut down for the season. I wouldn't put too much credence in those. I think they're still holding on, hoping he can come back in time for the second round of the playoffs. They thought it was going to be 2 months from late January, and now we're 9-10 weeks since then. So we'll see how that works out. But I wouldn't hold out on Spezza. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for him, but I don't think he's been shut down just yet. And I think there's another dynamic that can help the team going forward. I think if they can get Karlsson back with a game or two left in the regular season, which is realistic, they've got 2.5, 3 weeks till that point. Then, like I said, work him back in, get his legs under him. Come the first round of the playoffs, he can help them, do what they couldn't do last year. That's get out of the first round. I mean, they pushed the Rangers to the brink of elimination. And right now, if the season ended today, they'd take on the Washington Capitals, and they can beat Washington. Washington's won 4 straight. Ottawa's lost 4 straight. Ovechkin's one of the hottest players in the NHL. Yada yada yada. But bottom line is they can beat that Capitals team if they're playing well. If they get Karlsson back, and if by some miracle Spezza comes back, then you're really looking at a team that's full and complete and willing to take that next step forward, that's ready to build upon the success they had last season, the success they've had this year, and win a playoff series. It's been a while. They were in the playoffs last year, but you remember back the Heatley Spezza days in Ottawa. They went to the Cup Finals, but for the most part they were early exits in the playoffs. This team is different now. I mean, obviously Spezza and Alfie are still there, but that's pretty much it from those days, from the Danny Heatley days. So I'm curious to see how this new group of Senators, with guys like Conacher, Zibanejad, Karlsson as the core nucleus, how they take the next step and what their future is. Because obviously you think about the Senators at the early part of the 2000s, they were drastic underachievers that couldn't get it done. In crunch time, I don't think that's going to be the legacy of this group they have in Ottawa. I think they're ready to go big time with goalies like Lehner and Anderson. They're ready to make some noise. And I think with Karlsson back and possibly Spezza, they'll do just that. Anyway, that's all this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the big day in Ottawa, with Rihanna wearing a jersey and Erik Karlsson skating again. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.